Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and happy Monday. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a great start to the week and is having a wonderful week so far. So, yes, let's address this right now. This bandana, or this headband, this is going to be on my head every day in every video until I'm able to get my roots done. Yeah, this is my fault. This is all my fault. So Tony, if you're watching, yep, it's my fault, because when I was down there last time, Tony was like, okay, well, I set my appointments. I try and book my appointment like for 6 weeks in advance. And she had said, okay, when is your next day off? And I said, I don't remember. So let me, when I get home and when I go to work and I can check out my schedule, I can then tell you when I'm off, and I'll tell you when my next day off is. And then I forgot to do that until I saw that it was getting real bad. And I was like, ooh, can you get me in at some time? So on May 12th, I do have a late day appointment. Thank God she was able to get me in, and because she's the best. So until then, you are going to be seeing this headband because it's bad. It's real bad. Okay, so I decided that we're going to talk about some Real Housewives rumors. Well, one of them is not a rumor, one of them is true, and two of them are rumors. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to do this one today. We're going to talk a little bit Housewives, and then hopefully tomorrow I can watch Sister Wives. I watched Sister Wives tonight, and I'll do my recap, and I'll film it at some point tomorrow. Okay, so let's get into it. Real Housewives. I am going to start off with the not rumor. This is for reals. Okay, so it's finally happened. Dorit has filed for divorce. She has finally filed for divorce from PK. This came after, interestingly enough, it came right after a picture surfaced of PK and a thin young blonde. I don't know how old this woman is. He definitely has a type. He absolutely has a type. She's blonde. She bears a resemblance to his soon-to-be ex-wife. And her name is Shayna Wall. Shayna Wall, she was a contestant on The Amazing Race. And from what I understand, in the past, she dated Ryan Seacrest. Not quite sure how old she is. He definitely has a type. So Dorit filed in LA on April 25th. She is asking for, she filed on the 25th, citing irreconcilable differences. She's asking for physical and legal custody of Jagger and Phoenix, and she's requesting that PK pay her legal fees. Okay, so she finally did it. I'm going to include, if I can find the picture, I will include the picture in here somewhere, okay? So we'll include it. So she finally has filed. Yay, good for you. Okay, now the rumor of someone on the Beverly Hills cast of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Allegedly, there's a rumor going around that Erica Jane may be demoted to friend of, and this is after there was like that big backlash against Erica's appearance on Watch What Happens Live. Remember, right before the reunion, Erica and Bose were on, and Erica was very, very, very snarky and very bitchy about the topic of Garcelle. So, do I hope it's correct? Yes, I hope it's not a rumor. I hope it's a truth. Actually, no, I hope it's not a rumor. Well, no, I hope it's a rumor because I want her not to just be demoted to a friend. I want her gone. She didn't bring anything. She brought nothing. So it's okay if she goes. I would like for this rumor to be false. I would like her gone and not just demoted. Okay, so here is the other rumor. So this is two lies, or this is two rumors and a truth. So Dorit was the truth. The rumor is Erica. Here's another one. This is coming from Salt Lake City. So the next season has started filming, and allegedly Meredith Marks was suspended for a bit because of some things that she allegedly said about Brittany Bateman. Yes, Brittany is back, probably as a friend of, and apparently, this is all allegedly. This part of the video and the last part of the video is brought to you by the word allegedly, because allegedly, they were on their trip, their cast trip, and allegedly Meredith called Brittany I don't know how I'm going to say this, so I'm just going to say she called Brittany someone who is against what Meredith is. And Meredith did just have a bat mitzvah last year. So Manti Smonetic. I don't know how to say it. I don't know if YouTube will do something. And so remember Meredith had her bat mitzvah last year. Well, she's saying that Brittany is a person who is against Jewish. So there's that. And she allegedly also called Brittany a credipile. What rhymes with that? So there we go. A PF. I don't know. So yeah, allegedly she has been suspended for saying those things. I don't know. We'll see. Now listen, here's another thing I saw. I saw on TikTok. There was a person who had said, I'm on a flight for several hours. Can somebody put some Bravo tea in the comments? And somebody had said that, who is an Uber driver in, where was it? In Columbus, that they actually drove Seth and his mistress around. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this right now. I think it's odd that his family lives in Salt Lake City, but he commutes to Columbus. There's no other jobs that are closer than Columbus in the field that you work. And this is also something that had caused them problems, had caused them stress and problems in their marriage before. So if it did before, why would you take another job there? Now, this is also something that I had heard. So allegedly, he is cheating. Allegedly. I also had heard a rumor that Whitney allegedly, I'm putting that word out there because listen, I myself just heard these. I don't have money. I don't have Bravo money, okay? I don't have money for Nobody would take me into anything, any kind of court. Okay? So, unless it's a food court, and I'm forced to buy them like a meal, I can do that. Depending on what kind of meal it is, I could buy you a meal. The only kind of court I can afford to go to is food court. So apparently, Whitney tries to get this mistress on the show, right? Oh, I know. This is gonna be crazy. I didn't write down the details on this, but there also might be some Bronwyn might have a past that involves identity theft and fraud. So I don't know. They're filming right now. They were on their cast trip, and a whole bunch of people were saying that Bronwyn was late for the cast trip. I don't know. I hope not. God. As soon as I'm like, this is my absolute favorite housewife, something happens. They'll do something, and I'll be like, oh, screw that. In her first season, Heather Gay was my favorite. And then second season hit, and I was like, she seems real full of herself. She seems real conceited now. She seems like it went to her head. Forget it. And then Leah McSweeney, before all that shit started with Leah McSweeney, I liked her the first half of the season. And then she just went nuts. Then she just went crazy. And I was like, with all that drinking, remember? Oh. So, yeah. Okay, that's it. That's the Real Housewives news. I did tape Love Hotel. So I'm going to be watching that probably maybe tomorrow. And I'll recap that. That has Luann, Countess Luann, Shannon Bedore, Ashley Darby, and Giselle Bryant. And they're all on an island, and they have men, and they're trying to find love. So I watched a little bit last night. I made no notes, so we're going to do that. So yeah, in the comments, let me know what you thought about any one of these stories. And as always, if nobody told you yet today, you're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity, so it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another. Be aware of your surroundings. Be smart and safe. Hydrate often with some water. And if you're in a dangerous situation, please know that Dolly and I are sending our love, thoughts, prayers, and all the positive energy and vibes your way to make it through. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.